Listen, I'm not here to play games or sugarcoat the truth. There are plenty of channels for that. And if you want to hear some feel-good lies about how just being yourself is enough, you're free to leave. But if you're tired of losing and ready to understand the reality of dating, female psychology, and how women are biologically wired, you've come to the right place. We're not just talking about how to get a date. This is about creating an irresistible aura of power and attraction that makes her think about you long after the night ends. Men, every single tip I'm about to give you is tested, proven, and brutally effective, but you have to listen carefully and apply them. If you're serious, subscribe to this channel because YouTube will recommend this kind of content to more men who need it. If you've been struggling and want to turn things around, stay locked in. This video will hit home. If you're ready to listen till the end, drop "dominate" in the comments right now. 1. Take control of the plan. A man who controls the plan controls the frame. If you don't lead, you lose. Women are biologically wired to follow leadership, not indecision. It's in their nature. But society has tried to condition men to be passive, polite, and overly accommodating. How's that working out for you? Exactly. The truth is harsh. The man who waits for her to decide is the man who gets left behind. You have to be the man who creates the path. Women don't want to lead you. They want you to lead them. If you're standing there asking her, "What do you feel like doing tonight?" she's already mentally swiping on the next guy who knows exactly what he wants. When you take the lead, you set the tone. You create the experience. Don't leave room for uncertainty. Decide where you're going. Make the reservation. Confirm the time. When you text her, say, "I've got everything planned for 7 p.m. I'll pick you up at 6:30. That's leadership. You're not asking for her approval. You're inviting her into your world, and that's the mindset you need. If she doesn't like it, that's her problem, not yours. Stop trying to please her by being accommodating. Women don't respect men who tiptoe around their preferences. They respect men who know how to create an experience. When you present the plan with confidence, it communicates a powerful message. You're a man who doesn't wait for things to happen. You make them happen. Women crave that energy. It's masculine. It's assertive. It taps into their primal instincts. But listen carefully. Leading doesn't mean ignoring her comfort. It means creating an experience that's so well planned, she doesn't have to worry about a thing. That's what true leadership is about. Now, some guys will say, "But what if she doesn't like the plan?" If she's constantly challenging you, constantly second-guessing your decisions, she's not the right woman for you. High-value women don't test your leadership, they appreciate it. If she's the kind of woman who can't handle a man with a plan, walk away. You're not here to convince anyone of your value. You're here to demonstrate it. The right woman will recognize it instantly. 2. Make a strong first impression. Women are decision makers within seconds of meeting you. Her brain doesn't need a 2-hour movie to decide if you're worth her attention. No, that decision happens before you even open your mouth. It's your posture. It's the way you stand. It's the way your clothes hug your body. It's the scent that lingers when you pass by. She notices everything, and it's unforgiving. Women are biologically programmed to assess potential mates quickly because it's how they've evolved. If you fail this test, there's no second chance. Men underestimate the power of presence. Your physical appearance isn't about being the most attractive man in the room. It's about the signal you're sending. Women don't just see your clothes, they interpret them. A wrinkled shirt tells her you're lazy. Scuffed shoes suggest you don't care about details. A bad scent tells her you don't respect yourself. And if you don't respect yourself, why should she? You need to treat your appearance like it's your armor. You're going into battle, and if your gear isn't right, you've already lost. You don't need $1,000 suit, but your clothes should fit your body like they were tailored for you. Your shoes should be clean, your hair neatly styled, and for the love of everything, wear a scent that lingers. Women remember scents. They don't just smell them, they feel them. A man who smells incredible isn't just a man, he's an experience. When you walk into that date, your posture should say, "I'm a man who knows who I am." Shoulders back, head high, and a slight, confident smile. Not a creepy grin or an overexcited expression that screams, "I'm trying too hard." Women pick up on desperation faster than you can blink. But when you smile, as if you know a secret that she doesn't, you become a puzzle she wants to solve. You're no longer just a man sitting across the table. You're a challenge, and women love a challenge. Number 3, conversation that triggers attraction. Most men think a date is a job interview. They sit there asking boring questions like, "What do you do for a living?" and "Where are you from?" thinking that's enough to spark attraction. It isn't. Women don't want to give you their resume. They want to feel something. If your conversation doesn't ignite her emotions, you've already lost. Women aren't logical during attraction. Their attraction is emotional, instinctive, and rooted in how you make them feel. Stop talking to her like she's your co-worker and start talking to her like she's your muse. You need to trigger curiosity, excitement, and anticipation. Ask her questions that make her think beyond her daily life. Don't ask what her favorite color is. Ask what her wildest dream is and why she hasn't chased it yet. Don't ask about her job. Ask what her passion is and how it makes her feel alive. You're not there to gather facts. You're there to uncover who she is beneath the surface. But here's where it gets powerful. Women are drawn to men who can lead conversations, not follow them. You need to steer the discussion, guide it with purpose, and know when to escalate tension. When she talks about her goals or dreams, look her in the eyes and say, "I can tell that really means something to you." Validation isn't weak when done correctly. It's powerful. You're showing her that you understand her beyond her words. Women crave that depth of connection. Here's the key. Don't reveal everything about yourself. Keep her guessing. When she asks about you, give her just enough to intrigue her, but not enough to satisfy her curiosity. If she asks about your past relationships, don't dive into a monologue. Instead, say something like, "I learned a lot from them, and they helped me grow into the man I am today." It's confident, it's controlled, and it leaves her wanting more. You're not there to unload your emotional baggage. You're there to show her that you've evolved, and you're selective about who you let into your life. Humor is another weapon in your arsenal. Women are naturally drawn to men who can make them laugh, but don't try too hard. Self-deprecating humor works, but only if it's balanced with confidence. For example, if the waiter brings you the wrong order, you can laugh and say, "Guess the universe wanted to surprise me tonight." It shows that you're unfazed, adaptable, and playful. Women love men who can turn small moments into fun experiences. Number 4, control the frame. This is where most men fail. They let the woman dictate the energy, the tone, and the direction of the date, thinking that by accommodating her every whim, they'll win her approval. Wrong. Women respect men who hold their frame no matter what happens. Controlling the frame means you're unshakable. If she throws a curveball question, you don't flinch. If she's testing your patience, you don't lose your cool. Women test men to see if they can handle pressure, and most men crumble under the weight of those tests. But a man who controls the frame responds with composure, not emotion. For example, if she says, "Why are you still single?" Most men panic. They think they need to justify themselves and prove they're worthy. Don't fall into that trap. Smile, lean back and say, "Because I haven't met someone who can keep up with me yet." You've just passed her test by showing her that you don't need her validation. Women are drawn to men who remain calm under pressure because it signals strength. When you control the frame, you're telling her, "I'm the man in charge here." That doesn't mean being domineering or aggressive. It means being the steady rock in the chaos. She can have her mood swings, her doubts, and her tests, but you remain grounded. Silence is another powerful tool in controlling the frame. Most men are uncomfortable with silence and try to fill it with meaningless chatter, but when you let silence linger, you create tension. You're giving her space to wonder what you're thinking, and that mystery keeps her engaged. When she speaks, listen attentively, but don't feel the need to fill every gap. Women are used to men trying to entertain them non-stop. Be the man who's comfortable in his own presence. Number 5. Exit with dominance. Leaving too early is better than staying too long. Most men overstay their welcome on a first date, thinking that if they spend more time with her, they'll create a stronger connection. But the opposite is true. Women value anticipation, and when you leave her wanting more, you've planted a seed of attraction that will grow long after the date ends. You need to know when to exit, and it's usually when the energy is at its peak. If she's laughing, smiling, and fully engaged, that's your moment. Don't wait for things to die down. Stand up confidently, look her in the eyes and say, "I've had an amazing time, but I have an early morning tomorrow. Let's do this again soon." It's confident, it's respectful, and it signals that you value your time. Pay the bill discreetly. Don't make a big show of it. If she offers to split it, politely decline. Not because you're trying to impress her, but because it's part of leading the frame. Women may offer to split the bill, but deep down, they appreciate a man who takes responsibility. When you say goodbye, don't overdo it. A warm hug or a kiss on the cheek is enough. Don't linger, and don't ask her if she had a good time. You should already know. Walk away with confidence, knowing that you've left her thinking about you. Women are attracted to men who create mystery, and by ending the date on your terms, you've just become the man she can't stop thinking about. And when she texts you later that night, because she will, you'll know that every tip you applied worked. You didn't just go on a date, you created an experience that she won't forget.